What's up guys, my name is Chris and welcome back to another video. Last time we showed you our car. If you haven't seen the previous video yet, then make sure to check it out. We showed our car, how we store everything in our car, where do we sleep, how we make up our bed, how we build the table for our kitchen, and how we sit in our living room. So basically that was that video. Today is another highly requested video, and this video is going to be about food and what do we eat. Since the table is quite small, so everything did not fit on the table, so we had to use a chair to lay out all the ingredients and the stuff we bought from the store. So here we are. We're gonna have some zucchini, probably raw. We're gonna eat them raw, as with radishes and other things such as broccoli. This has become one of the staples for me and Elise, and I enjoy the flavor. I used to hate broccoli, but now I love it. We eat them raw in raw salads. So we just chop them up finely and put them into salads. It's super good. Also have 2 cucumbers and 2 bags of greens, rucola, and the other one is I don't know what's in English. So basically we ran out of food for morning and for dinner and lunch, so we had to go to shopping. We visited 3 different stores today, and it's quite typical that we can't get everything out from one shop. We usually visit, the first shop we usually visit is Lidl, because that's the cheapest, and then we're gonna have to look for different things that aren't in Lidl from different shops. So we'll start out with the fruits and vegetables, because fruits are my favorite, and at least as well. Speaking of fruits, people tend to be afraid of carbs, especially when it comes to the fruits, because of the high fructose and consistent high fructose and sugars. But we have a life-based proof and experience. Elise, when we lived in Australia, she lost some weight. I mean, she wasn't fat or obese. She just wanted to cut some fat and get a little bit more ripped and toned as a female, and she ate a lot of fruit, and that was the one way she lose some weight. So don't be afraid of the sugars in fruit, because that's the main energy. That's the main energy and the quickest energy your body needs. We have a huge bag of oranges. Usually me and Elise, we eat fruits in the morning, as I said, and there's going to be either one up to 2 oranges per face. Then we have a lot of persimmons. These are super sweet, and at the moment you can easily find very ripe ones, and when they're ripe, then they're super sweet. You can use it with fruit salad, or just eat them raw. You eat fruits raw, but you eat them raw, and you can even use them on a porridge, on top of a porridge. So these we have come show closer, so I can't lift them up. There's a huge bag as well here of these persimmons. I think there's up to 10 or even up to 15. Then there's then here, check this out guys. This is a huge bag of bananas. You can obviously see that this is bigger than my head. So this is a huge bag of bananas, because bananas is another staple for us. And banana is a very good source of carbohydrates, and also if you're counting calories and if you want to have something quickly to eat, then ideally one banana like this one here, the middle-sized banana, it will give you easily about 100 calories. Some apples behind here. Take away this can. There's about 10 plus apples. Also another stapler that we tend to use in the morning. With the fruits part, yeah, that's it with the fruits at the moment. We're gonna go on with the vegetables. We have 2 of these, and then 2 of these cherry tomatoes. These ones are very good. As you can see, these are the classic red ones, and these are the ones we hadn't tried before we came to Southern Europe. What else? We bought ginger, because I'm feeling a little bit not sick. Let's be optimistic. I'm super healthy, and I'm not sick at all. But I have a runny nose and there's something in my throat, so we're gonna be making a ginger, honey, and lemon mixture that I'm gonna be just eating, or making tea with hot water and then drinking it, because that will cure it right away. So forget your medicines, forget your pills and tablets, and just focus on the food, guys. Everything is here, vitamins, minerals, everything is here. We also have 2 of these capsicums and red bell peppers, depending on where you live. These are going to be using with the lunch and dinner we're going to make. We chop them into a sauce or anything else, doesn't matter. Even if you can even eat them raw, doesn't matter. They're super good and sweet. And make sure they're just red. And I know that with these red bell peppers, make sure that these are organic if possible. We didn't buy them organic, unfortunately, at the moment, because we didn't find them. But if possible, then try to avoid super red ones, or try to avoid non-organic ones, because we have found out that these guys are sprayed and ingested, I think, yeah, with different chemicals and maybe even colors. I don't know, but the redness isn't a good thing. But if it's organic and if it's bio, then the red bell pepper, I think it was one of the most foods that you can have in a source of vitamin C. So use them. We also have here, what else we have here? We have 2 big jars of or cans of chickpeas. Not a big fan of cans or jars, because obviously it's not the healthiest version. It's packaged food, and we try to avoid packaged food. As you can see, there's not a packaged food here, not a lot of packaged food, sorry. But this is the most and more convenient way. It's cheap and it's easy to use right away. Otherwise, we're gonna have to use with the lentils we had there. We're gonna have to soak them 24 hours and then boil them 12 hours and then maybe rinse and boil them again. So it's super hard when you're traveling and you're not staying in one specific spot for a long time period. So, okay, with the packaged food, always read the labels, because I do know that all the companies, every company doesn't show all the ingredients on the labels, but most of them do. And there's a lot of shit in everywhere, to be honest. I'm sorry if I'm cursing, but there's a lot of bad stuff in everywhere. And the easiest way to know what you're eating is to read the labels. And the less there's stuff in there, the better it is. Like, for example, this one, there's only salt and water, so that's okay. That's the cleanest we can find. Unless you want to cook and boil them yourself, that's okay, or soak them. Then we also have some potatoes here. We're gonna use maybe mashed potatoes. Elise likes to do a mashed potato with sweet potato. I think we bought 1 sweet potato as well. Yeah. The Americans call it the yam, but Estonians know it as sweet potato, the orange one. So we're gonna mash these together, and you're gonna get a mashed potato. Then we also have some basmati rice, 1 kilo of it, because it was cheaper to buy in bulk. There's some crackers that we're gonna use with the hummuses. We have chickpeas paste basically, and sesame seed and chickpeas, both of them. Just by a dish or dinner or lunch, just a side dish. This is a very good thing to snack as well if you have cravings. Sunflower seeds with salt this time, and this is just for snack.
For cravings.
For cravings. Elise said this for cravings, because we do have cravings, as everyone has. If you're craving for sweetness after your dinner, or your stomach is full of eating your dinner, it's because you haven't eaten enough good quality calories in food. And if you have cravings for saltiness, or saltiness basically, it's because you haven't had any greens. So make sure you get those in. Himalayan salt. As I said in the beginning of the video, some things are gonna be lasting very, very long time, like this one here. You don't need actually salt to cook anything, but it just spices up the flavor sometimes. So we bought a package because we ran out. With the spices, we also bought onion powder, or small pieces of onion we can use with the food, and also dill. So that's okay. Then we here have Elise bought since Elise is doing a lot of granola, like homemade granola. We take them on maybe we'll do a video on how we do our granola. It's very healthy and simple, because all the granolas in the shop are filled with sugars and unnecessary ingredients. So we bought some cashews that we're gonna roast. Then we also have here some sesame seeds that we're gonna be using. Sorry, sunflower seeds, and of course we're gonna use sesame seeds, but we already have them. Pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, of course, this is a staple. Even when I lived in Estonia, I used to have smoothies in the morning, and then I just poured all the pumpkin seeds on top of my smoothies, because this is a very good source of protein. There's nearly 30 grams of protein per 100 grams. That's a lot, guys. That's a lot. Some oats, also for the granola, and then some smaller oats or chopped oats, quick oats for porridge, because I'm running out of the Estonian ones we bought from Estonia. I don't like porridge with the big ones. I like porridge with the quick ones. Then we have 1 packages of pasta, which is semolina. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's a new word for me as well in English, but it's super good, and it's an alternative if you don't want to eat gluten, or if you don't want to eat wheat. Tofu, a staple for us, besides beans and legumes. Lentils, sorry, besides beans and lentils, and also greens. We are eating a lot of tofu, and again, make sure it's bio tofu, otherwise it might be GMO. There's some purple or red cabbage. We're gonna still eat it raw. All the fruit, all the vegetables, we try to eat raw as much as we can. Even with broccoli, we either eat it raw in the salads, which isn't super fine, super delicious. It tastes a little bit like cabbage for me, and otherwise we can just a little bit stir or boil it, not too much, because otherwise it's gonna lose all the nutrients in it. Then there's a sweet dessert for Elise, papaya or pawpaw, like as Australians called it. This is, for me, it still smells like a fish, like salmon. I don't like it, but at least she loves it a lot. But it's super expensive, so we sometimes buy it if it's in a discount. Then we also have here, what else do we have? Oh, I bought 2 packages of Oatly milk. Basically, this is made out of oats. It's a Swedish company, and this is with the cacao. And the ingredients are super simple. There's just water. There's agave nectar, and there's also cacao. And final thing, we have 2 more packages of tomato sauces or tomato pastas. There's just pureed tomato with chunks of tomatoes inside. We can use them with cookies we do for dinner and lunch. And then there's the same company from Sweden, the Oatly. This is basically oat cream that you can use for cooking. Makes your food super delicious and creamy, and gives a nice texture to as well. I almost forgot the most important and most expensive thing ever. We also bought a huge jar of almond butter. We're huge fans of butters, especially I am with peanut butter, but peanuts, especially the usual peanuts, isn't the best versions of from the nuts. So almond is definitely better, and this price wasn't very expensive. It was 16 euros per 1 kilo. Yes, so that's okay. And it's also, again, if you check the labels on the back of it, you can see that the ingredients, there's just 100% almonds, and that's it. It even says there's very low in salt, low in sugars, and palm oil free. Try to avoid oils, because as you can see, there's an oil inside. The freaking food has the oil inside anyway. The fat is anyway in the foods. It's in the greens. It's in nuts, fruits. It doesn't matter. All the ingredients like carbs, protein, all the fiber, and all the fats, they're already inside. And the reason, you can obviously see the reason we don't have oil to cook. So we're not using oil to cook our food as well, because oils are not healthy, and unnecessary things for cooking, unnecessary calories, and then unnecessary fat, because they're still processed food. It's not whole food. We try to focus on the whole food stuff. We're still moving towards the best versions of ourselves, but we are making movements, and we can see that oil is not something we need anymore. And we haven't been using oil since I don't know, during the whole trip we haven't had oil, and even in Estonia we did not have oil all the time at home. Anyway, that's it. I hope you got something out of it, and I hope it was informative enough for you to get inspiration and motivation, maybe to start moving more towards more healthier lifestyle and maybe eating. We are not the best versions out there, obviously, but we are still moving, and the most important thing is that you realize that you're making those deliberate choices in life, and then everything comes by itself, step by step. Anyway, if there's any question, leave them down in the comment section. And anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next video.